Hi everyone, so today I'm going to talk about the blog article that we wrote, which is called 5 Tips to Speed Up Your Business English Proficiency. I'm going to go through the blog article and I will explain in a bit more detail the 5 different tips which we cover, and I'll explain how you can use these tips to improve your business English. So first of all, proficiency. What is proficiency? So in a language, it means that you are confident that you can use the correct words and you can express yourself clearly. So if you are proficient in English, you can communicate clearly with the right words and in the right situation. So let's get started and have a look at the tip number 1, which is read as much as possible. Now what this means is the more you read, the more vocabulary you will be exposed to, the more grammar, and this is the first step that you need to take to improve your business English proficiency. Try to read articles, texts which are related to business. Take a newspaper. There's many newspapers in every city around the world which are in English. Go to the business section and take one article or take part of an article, maybe 3 or 4 paragraphs if one article is too long, and analyze it. So when we say read, it doesn't just mean read quickly. Spend time on the article, analyze the vocabulary which you do not know, learn it, highlight it, underline it, and try to use it afterwards in a conversation. So really spend as much time as possible trying to read business-related texts. The next tip that we have is to set manageable goals. Well, here this means don't expect to be fluent or to be 100% proficient in English in 2 months. That is not a manageable goal, it's not an objective, and it's just not going to happen. And if you expect too much, then you're going to stop trying because you will constantly be demotivated. So manageable goals, what are they? Set yourself little tasks. So if we come back to the first example with reading, I said underline some of the vocabulary, try to learn the new vocabulary. Then a manageable goal would be to look at the vocabulary that you learned and to try and use that vocabulary in your daily life, at work, in your professional life. So take 5 words, even if it's just 5 words a week, and you have them on a piece of paper, on your phone, anywhere you want, and you go over these words and you try to use them in a conversation, okay? And the more you try to do that, and the easier it will become. And if you actually achieve these small goals, you will improve a lot quicker. Our tip number 3 is learn words in families. So, for example, if you take the verb inform, okay, you have the noun, which is information. But we have the adjective informative. So try to take words and learn the noun, the verb, the adjective, or the whatever, and try to learn them as a family, okay? That way, you're not just learning one new word, you're learning 3 new words together, or it's the same word but in a different, we use it in a different way in the sentence. So really try to focus on writing down different words, different families of words, okay? And the next tip is to watch English language business programs, okay? There are hundreds or thousands of programs in English. Go to YouTube, okay? Find a channel which is business related and study the language that they use, okay? Podcasts, it's not watch, that's listen, but podcasts are a great way for you to improve your listening, okay? Find business-related podcasts, something that if you work in marketing, find a marketing podcast, a finance podcast, so and so on. So the more you do that, that's going to improve your listening, okay? If you do the reading as well, okay? The vocabulary that you're learning from the reading, you're going to hear it, or when you watch business programs or when you listen to podcasts, and that is going to accelerate your learning, especially when it comes to vocabulary, and you'll be able to use these new words a lot quicker. And the final one is incorporate English into your routine. So try to spend time in your everyday life using English. So that means try to force yourself for just 5 minutes a day to think in English, okay? If you have a colleague who is a different nationality than you, try to force yourselves to speak in English. Even if you are the same nationality, if you're, for example, French and your colleague is French, try to spend 5-10 minutes a day just speaking in English. And that will help both of you. When you go to a coffee shop or a restaurant, all of these everyday routine things that we do, try to force yourself slowly to use English in those situations where you would not necessarily use English, okay? Try to find meetup groups or intonation groups. There's lots of websites where you have social groups that get together around a certain topic. That is a great way for you to practice as well. So there you go. Those were the 5 tips to improve your business English proficiency. And yes, it involves a lot of work on your half, but learning a language is not easy and it takes time. Right, have a great day and I will see you on the next video. Bye.